right, you are on the bench live, back with a Wednesday edition. Got my man John Holmes in the house today, his debut. What's up, John?
Hey man, it's good, man. I'm here. Project Superhero, we in the building. Pedro Posse, Brian, we've been down since day one, so
yep.
I appreciate y'all for having me. Anytime y'all want me to come through, it's always a pleasure. So
that's awesome, man. We got Juan as well. Juan, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Happy to be here.
You're happy to be here. That's good.
Of course I am. I'm always happy to be here.
All right, John. We met through basketball, but you've got this Project Superhero thing going on, and talk a little bit about that.
Well, basically, man, being an athlete, you always, you always active. You always take care of your body. You always, you never put on weight. But when I came home from Europe, played in Luxembourg, came home from Europe. Basically, man, I had lost a sense of touch with myself a little bit. Had put on some extra pounds, and I got kind of what they call chunky athletic. So basically, just mentally, man, I struggle with it a lot, and basically, just try to make everything come full circle, man. And I just got into it, man, and my diet, I changed my diet and everything, started hitting the gym on a regular basis and everything, and actually, I just started posting everything on Facebook, and people just started following, and it just, it was just something that I was like, okay, well, if I can start to share my story and everything, and it might inspire some people, then I might just go with it, and I came up with the name of Project Superhero because, as a kid, me and my brother, we didn't have, the glitz and glamour of, my parents been able to go buy a whole bunch of toys and big glamorous electronics and things like that. So we had superheroes.
Okay.
And basically that was the pastime that him and we used to just sit down and just play with superheroes. And whenever it comes to fitness, the ideal body is like a superhero. So that's where I came up with the name. But just spreading positivity, man, and just trying to spread joy and love in today's society, man. So that's it, man.
Much needed in today's society.
Yes. But anybody want to come see me, I'm at 6123 La Costa Drive. I'm at the Inglewood Neighborhood Center. DM me or email me. Brian, y'all got my information, so
you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram.
Yep.
What's your Instagram handle?
My Instagram handle is basically it's called Got Lust for Life. That's my favorite Drake song. When Drake was first up and coming, he had a song called Got Lust for Life. But you can just type in Project Superhero, and you'll see it. It'll pop up. You see my logo here. So you can just type it in, and it'll pop up and everything. But anywhere in the Orlando area, just type in Project Superhero and it'll pop up. So.
And then you train other people, right?
Yeah.
So if somebody was interested in getting some training themselves, maybe improving their diet, that's something you can help them with.
Yep. Everything. I'm not a dietitian by any means necessary, but I do personal training, and that's my area of expertise. But I give suggestions on what to eat, things like that. If you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, I always post what I eat, and just basically a foundation for people to build their and start turning their health around, because it's a lifestyle. And that's one thing people don't understand is that, if you want to change your body, it's a lifestyle. It's not just putting in work in the gym. You got to come full circle with everything.
That's what's happened to me. I go to the gym. I just don't do the lifestyle part.
Well, everybody's journey is different, so you just gotta just get with me, and we can go over some things and see where you're lacking. But going to the gym is a start, so that's a good thing. So.
I know where I'm not lacking: the pizzeria. But I want to go back to something you mentioned. Now, when you finished playing pro ball in Europe, and we talked about this a little bit before. It's like a little bit of an adjustment, because you're a pro athlete. That's your focus. That's
right.
Your energy. And then when you stop doing that, whether by your choice or they cut you or waive you or whatever, it's a thing that
right.
a lot of guys have to deal with,
right.
And it can be very difficult.
Right. And to speak on that, man, it's mentally it's tough. It's very tough mentally. Hey, Mom, what's up, Mom?
I love it.
But mentally it's very tough. The thing is basketball for me as a kid was all I knew. You know what I'm saying? And school, I didn't get along with school. So thank God I got 2 degrees out of going to school. But basically basketball was all I knew. So when it was time for me to stop playing, I was like, what now?
Right.
You know, and a lot of people don't understand, man, but mentally that's tough. And, you know, being a guy, being an athlete, you're always perceived as strong, can't crack under pressure or can't crack emotionally, and it's tough to hold that, you know, persona when you don't know where your life is headed next.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I tell people all the time, man, you know, as an athlete, man, you know, you have to understand, regardless of how bad of a person you are, as an athlete, you're always praised. You know what I'm saying? You're always told, oh, hey, you're good. Hey, you can put the ball in the bucket. So, hey, this and the other. But when you become a human being, a normal human being,
a normal
it's different. Person. Right, it's different. Everything you do gets scrutinized. So if you don't work, oh, you're a bum.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's tough to adjust to that. You know.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. Now, have you I know because you are preaching a lot of energy and positivity. Have you kind of talked to other guys that are kind of winding down their athletic career and kind of talked to them about that transition?
I have. A lot of guys, you know, a lot of guys that are winding down, because I mean I'm 31. So. Of course, I mean I'm in the fitness, so I don't look 31, and my body doesn't look 31. But a lot of guys who are, you know, a little bit older, maybe 2 or 3 years older than me, or a little bit older than me, they're winding their career. They're starting to have those questions like, what do I do next?
Right.
And the thing is, what I tell them is that, you know, first and foremost, don't let what anybody says about you or what you're doing with yourself define who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to find what makes you happy and do something that makes you happy or whatever. Or, you know, it's that's it. You know, it's just about happiness. You just got to find something that's going to make you happy, whether it be coaching, giving back to the community, you know, being close to the game, however you got to do it. You just have to find a way.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, true. Like when you're in athletics, though, you know, when you're in a game situation, you got to find a way to get it done.
Right.
And you got to carry kind of that resourcefulness beyond the court.
Right.
Yeah. And I know, I want this to go unstated. You're also an entrepreneur beyond Project Superhero, and you've got some other interests that you pursue there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, anything. I'm all about ambition. You know, ambition costs $0. You know,
That's
and
true.
effort. You know, and people don't understand that. And the thing is, if you sit still. You know, a lot of people say, oh, man, I hope to do this, I pray to do this, but, you know, faith without works is dead. You know what I'm saying? So you got to put things in motion, you got to work, and you got to, you know, do other things. And, you know, running the preschool is, you know, my gig, my full-time gig, and I enjoy that, you know what I'm saying, because it's a passion of mine, you know, working with kids. I have a beautiful little girl. She's the light of my life and everything. And, you know, building that foundation for these 3 to 5 year old kids, I get joy out of that, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That to me, that's the future. So, giving them that positive role model, that positive outlook, you know, on life is big to me as well. So yeah, I mean, just like I said, man, it all comes back to just spreading that positivity and that joy.
And I got to say this: you know, everybody says they love their kids, and I'm not saying they don't, but I've seen firsthand though. I mean, you and your daughter are great together. You know, and I see the time you take her to games.
Yeah.
She's around you a lot, and you can just see the connection that y'all share, and that's great.
Yeah, man. I have no excuse. My father, he raised 3 children, and we all have degrees. We all doing our own thing, and you know, one thing I can say about him is that you know, he was always there. You know, he drove trucks for a while, and sometimes we wouldn't see him for a day or two or whatever, but every basketball game, you know, I always hear someone say, hey, Johnny. You know what I'm saying? And he would be there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and the relationship he has with my sister, that's the type of relationship that I want to have with my daughter.
Okay.
I want my daughter to know that, you know, you don't need no other man but your dad. You're going to have your boyfriends maybe when you're 25. but the thing is, though, you know, in today's world, man, you know, it's just, I feel as though that father figure is much needed. And, you know, just you got to be present. You can be a dad and you can be in your child's life, but you have to be present, you know. So
I hear you. Now, Juan, you said you had some questions.
Yeah, I had, you know, just some questions about the working out thing. So, you know, everybody's got like their own philosophies on working out. Like some people do it because they dread it and they don't want to drop dead, like myself. you know, if it's not like running up and down a basketball court, like I mentally have to prepare myself to
Right.
go into a gym for an hour and a half and, you know, do whatever it is to, you know, to feel good for the day. And then, you know, you have people that like you that like really love it.
Right.
So my question is, you mentioned you know, after you got done playing overseas, like you lagged for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you didn't take care of your body as you should, and you fell behind. What hit the switch? Like, you just woke up one day and was like, man, I got to take care of my body. But what turned the passion on?
Well, for me, first of all, I got to give a shout out to my daughter's mother because Crystal, she was very instrumental in getting back on track because I had that partner, you know, that motivation from her because she was an athlete as well. She played volleyball. She was on the volleyball team when I was in JUCO. But anyway, I didn't like the way I looked.
Yeah.
You know, I went to the beach and just being an athlete, I've always seen my abs and everything like that, whatever. So, I woke up one day and I was just like, man, like, I'm sick of the way I look, you know. And once I started seeing results, it became an addiction. You know, I saw one ab come, I saw two abs come.
One at a time.
Right, one at a time,
brick
man.
by brick.
But it just became an addiction, man. And then the thing is, man, you know, for me, the grind that it takes to, and the patience that it takes to get your body to a certain point, that's what makes it fun for me. You know, you hear people say Rome wasn't built in a day, and fitness, you really have to have patience. And
Yeah.
Mentally, you have to be mentally tough as well. You know, you lift. This is like 3 years of work. You know, and like I said, everything has to come full circle. The diet, you know, you got to be strict. You got the cheat days have to be minimal. You know, the cheat meals have to be minimal, whatever. But just mentally,
Just Texas State Brazil off the board for a cheat day.
No, not necessarily. It's just you just have to have a cheat meal.
Okay.
A lot of people say a cheat day, but just a cheat meal. But Juan, honestly, to be honest with you, man, it was just I didn't like the way I looked, man, and that was my motivation to get back into it. And I knew, and then I lost my jumping ability. You know, when I first came to Orlando out of Cookman, I was like all over the rim. You know what I mean? But slowly but surely, I started just playing under the rim, and I was like, man, you know, something got to change. You know what I'm saying? So just how I looked, and then just once I saw results, it just became that addiction. So now it's just I'm locked in now. So.
Okay, so next question. Everybody's got their own ways of working out, and you know, some people say this works, other people say other stuff works. What is the biggest myth behind working out that you've heard? Like I've heard, I hear so many things about working out. Like if you do this, you'll get these results, or if you'll do that, you'll get the other results.
I think the biggest myth that I have experienced personally and just through experience is that you got to lift heavy weights.
Okay.
A lot of people think that just going into the exercise and changing your body is just all about putting a lot of heavy weight on. You do have to have those heavy days, depending on what your goals are. If you want to put on mass and things like that, get bigger, then of course you got to go heavy. But if you just want to change your body, I do a lot of HIIT, high intensity interval workout.
Yeah.
So basically, it's different exercises back to back. So my heart rate is up and down. My muscles are confused and things like that or whatever. So I think that's the biggest myth that I have experienced is that in order to change your body, you got to do a bunch of heavy lifting, or the other side is a lot of cardio. Because a lot of people say, oh, you got to do a lot of cardio, and that's not necessarily true because you can get cardio in different ways. Like I do, like the HIIT training, I get cardio like that as well.
That's what I was going to say with the HIIT stuff. You're really combining the weights and the cardio, aren't you?
Right.
By getting the heart rate up and
right,
going
and
that way.
It's toning as well.
Okay.
But like I say, you know, the only way this is not a myth. The only way to get results is you gotta eat right. That's the only way. If you don't change your diet or habits, the drinking and the things like that or whatever, you can't have all of those things on a consistent basis and expect to see change. So,
what percentage of it do you think is eating?
I'll say about 85 to 90%.
Is it
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's even more grim than. I usually are 80-20. Now I'm at 85-90. My God.
I would say 85 to 90%, man, because like I was saying, my daughter's mother and I, Crystal, we used to go hard in the gym, like when we first started, but we would still leave and eat the cheesesteaks and stuff like that or whatever, and we didn't really see change until we came full circle with the diet. You know what I'm saying? Once we came full circle with the diet, that's when you see your body start to shrink in a matter of like 2 to 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, but like I said, it's patience, man. It's mentally, you definitely have to have patience.
Okay.
Now, one of the things I go to 24-hour fitness and work out there. I'm always struggling to kind of do different things though, because I can't just go like every day and go do the same exercises.
Right.
Is that something that you try to do with yourself? Is vary the exercises you're doing, or is
it depends on your goals. I mean, everybody's goals are different. Like my
goal is to fight boredom.
That's my well, yeah. Well, the thing is, if you try to if your goal is to lose weight or build muscle or whatever, you have to have a foundation. Okay. That's first and foremost. You have to have a foundation. But once you have that foundation, you are going to plateau. You know what I'm saying? And when you plateau, that's where the boredom sets in. That's where you don't see much change in your body. So you have to switch it up. But the thing is, man. I was telling somebody, Sam and I were in the gym working out the other day, and it was a kid in there going through the motions.
Okay.
You know, he would do one exercise, then he would get on his phone.
Yeah.
He would do another exercise and get on his phone. The main thing is, man, when you step in that gym, from the time that you step in the gym to the time that you leave the gym, you got to put in work.
Yeah.
You point blank, plain and simple. So the thing is, you'll get results, but you have to put in that work. You can't sit and have a text conversation for 10, 15 minutes or whatever, this and that, and say, oh, yeah, I'm done. No, you got to put in work.
That was about to be my next question.
Gym culture, though, is strange.
It's changed.
I'm saying, like, you go to the gym though, and you just do some people watching. Mm-hmm. There's a ton of people that literally kind of walk around the gym and do exactly what you're saying. Right. Like, you'll see them do an exercise, and then they'll seemingly be walking around for 5 minutes, checking their phone, getting water for the third time, then they'll do another exercise, and you're like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
But the thing is, though, look at society.
Yeah.
Society wants instant gratification or instant results without putting in the work.
Yeah, I hear you.
So that's what people's mindset is, even in the gym. They want to come in, go through, the motions for 5, 15, 10 minutes, whatever it is, and expect to see results, but that's not how it works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just as a culture and as a society. Well, I wouldn't say as a culture, but as a society, that's where we've gotten to. So that's why you see that in the gym. You know, but like I say, I tell all my clients, and I tell anybody I talk to, it's your choice to make your results go this long or this long.
Right.
But like I say, it's all about how much work you put in.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. So that was my next question: is what percentage? You see a lot of stuff on social media about, especially women. Like, I hate to discriminate or
where's this going, Juan?
How do you say it? Or stigmatize or stereotype women. But I feel like a lot of women, in particular, are like what you just said. Like, they'll do something for a minute and then get on their phone or whatever. Like, what are your thoughts behind that? And do you think it's like?
I think you just gave them.
I know, but I'm saying, I guess what I'm trying to say is is my thought process of what I just asked you, is it totally right, or am I way off base?
No, you're right. The thing is, I think it's whack. I think it's excuse my language, Mom, but I think it's bullshit. The thing is people have gotten to the point where social media and the things that they want, all these likes and follows and this, that, and other, whatever. But the thing is when you go home, you're still going to see that same person in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? So it's pointless to me for a woman to go, or a man, whoever it may be, to go in the gym and this, that, and other. I mean, I do it because I try to promote the brand. I'm trying to sell a service and this, that, and whatever. But if I was just working out for myself and things like that, like when I if you notice on my Instagram, I post my clients.
Yeah.
My workouts come maybe a dime a dozen or something like that, because when I go in there, I'm putting in work.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to show when I walk around town.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people have gotten, in the age of social media, like Bill Murray said, we've gotten to a point where we compare to, and we devalue ourselves. And because we're constantly comparing and this, that, and other, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And
right. If you're totally fixated on your social media feed, you're constantly inundated with what other people are doing and how they're doing it. And a lot of that is embellished in a way.
Right.
You know, people aren't
I don't
like...
think a lot of it's embellished. I think...
I was being charitable.
It's a lot of it. I think, what's the biggest liar this planet has right now?
Social media.
Yeah.
Well, Instagram in particular.
Yeah, Instagram.
You know,
yeah.
no offense to
You're right,
anybody's profile,
but you're right.
I feel like a lot of it is lies.
You see a lot of couples that, you know, they look glamorous on Instagram, but then you meet them in person. Yeah. They're like, damn, how you marry her?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
it
happens, you know. But we live in that age. But the thing is, you can look at someone's body and how they operate when they come in the gym to tell if someone is actually serious about, you know, putting in the work.
For
you
sure.
Know what I mean? And like I said, man, it's being in the gym is not for everybody. And I'm one of those trainers where I don't try to force my philosophies on everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I do this for me, and all energy is contagious. So at the end of the day, if I live a certain way, then it'll rub off on somebody. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I tell people. It's not the people that follow you on Instagram or give you likes. It's the people that don't say anything. That's the most important. Let that sit in for a little bit. But that's
I was going to say, you want to elaborate on that?
No, but for real, because you watch Gary Vee?
Yeah, I've seen, yeah.
Okay, Gary Vee, the motivational speaker, he says it all the time. He tells everybody that's up-and-coming entrepreneurs or whatever, just continue to post the content. It's not about the followers. Don't get caught up in that, because the thing is, your self-esteem will go here. Right. If you worry about, you know, the followers and how many people are watching this and whatever, but it's the people that aren't saying anything are probably the ones that's the most inspired.
I got you.
It's that female that looks at herself in the mirror that's not on my Instagram or that doesn't like my photos or doesn't comment every day.
But who actually listen to what we
listen or is actually inspired the most.
I got where you're going. Yeah,
right,
no, I understand that now. Yeah, it's true. And you're right though. You can drive yourself crazy by if you post a picture or you post a video about something and it doesn't generate a certain amount of likes.
Right.
I mean, I know people that like pull that stuff down.
Right.
Like, I don't care. I mean, it's just. Yeah. I don't know. I look at it as I love doing the show, and I love I give the opportunity to get out to people. But half the pictures and stuff I post, in all seriousness, it's because so I remember that it happened as I get older.
Right. And the thing is, you know, you all know I like to debate a lot.
Yeah. We're gonna get to that. I
like to debate a lot because you know the thing is I like to see what people think and I like to talk and stuff like that or whatever. But I just try to post good content. That's the main thing. Is just post good when it comes to the brand. Just post good content.
Yeah, but you have to be careful with that though. And I was going to get ready to ask you a question about your specific content.
Go ahead.
So obviously, what you do is different from a lot of other people.
Right.
Are you worried about
losing clients?
Well, not just losing clients, but people like stealing your stuff.
I mean,
what you do is very unique, and obviously it's got its perks and things like that. So if you're trying to build a business out of it, like, you know, if I'm looking, he does this workout, then, you know, you do another Instagram video, he does this exercise. So, you steal things from it. But the thing is, there's people that do this.
I know, I understand that, but my thing is that, you know, I can't control that. All I can do is control what I can control. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, all media and all whatever, you know, if somebody's copying me, then hey, I've done what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Because all energy is contagious. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, like, I've done it. So like I've seen workouts and I'm like, I need to try that.
There's very few things that are original. I mean, you're always stealing, and no matter what industry or field you're in, you're always kind of stealing an idea or part of an idea from something else and trying to expand upon it or put it together in a different format. But I think, like, again, and I think when, like, the way you have kind of branded yourself, that's the secret sauce. It's you, you know, and what you bring to the table. Yes, you can replicate the exercises that I do and whatever, but you're not going to bring John Holmes' particular energy, his passion, his authenticity. And I think at the end of the day, when you're building a brand like that out of yourself, that's what it is.
Right, and then the copyright and the trademark is coming, so you ain't got to worry. So when you see this, you'll know this John Holmes pretty soon, so you ain't got to worry about that. So.
Well, speaking of which, you got the hat on, you got the shirt on. Is this merchandise available for purchase anywhere?
I bought 2 batches of shirts and they sold out pretty quickly.
Okay.
So the thing is, I got to get some more. And
make sure you save 2 for Pink and I.
Okay, no problem. I got you. But yeah, once I get more, I'll post it. The main thing is, I talked to shout out Tia Means, T-shirt Junkie. She's the one who did my shirt.
That's your company, T-shirt Junkie.
The T-shirt Junkie. Yeah, shout out to Tia. But the thing is, I talked to her, and basically we're gonna do like a more quality T-shirt so people can work out in it. Because the ones that we had were cotton.
Okay.
And I know I work out a lot, and I know soon as I worked out in a few of them, they started like rolling up or whatever. So basically, we're just looking at the most effective and most economical way to get a big mass amount.
Sure.
Of
and
good
more of
quality.
like a dry fit type of
Right.
workout gear. Gotcha.
Right.
That's big, man. Everyone's doing that. Nobody wants to wear old T-shirts anymore.
Right. All right. My question to you, Juan, is when you've been saying you want to come get with me for the longest. So when is that gonna happen?
I mean, here's
because we
the
can
thing.
talk about LeBron all night.
Yeah, John
but
came to the show.
I want to know about when you gonna come get with Project Superhero. That's what I want.
Well, I'm all about like working out and all about the challenge.
All about it.
I'm about to go get a workout in after this, but here's the thing. Like I have a motto I live by, and it's called never let them see you sweat. I'm cool with like all the working out, but you ain't doing that dumb shit where you're putting a camera in my face talking about how to work out.
No. The thing is,
I know you do that like for your clients and people want to see that. You
right.
ain't putting my
No.
face
But listen, but the thing is though, it's a lot of people that I train that you don't see.
Yeah.
Because I ask people, do they want to, do you mind
being a part
of the Instagram and things like that, whatever. And some people say no. Like the young lady I had on Monday, she had a 6 a.m. workout, and she didn't want her face on Instagram, so she just let me record. Some exercises from the back or whatever. But the thing is, like I said, it's not about the Instagram and the followers thing. It's about you and you getting better. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, I at the end of the day, I can put whatever on Instagram, but it's about you. You know what I'm saying? You are the one who has to look yourself in the mirror, and the thing is, you are the one who has to be comfortable with yourself. So at the end of the day, if you want to come work out and you don't want me to record anything, that's fine. That's totally fine. You know what I'm saying? I train people to help people to better themselves. I don't train people for the glitz and the glamour, and that's where a lot of people being in the personal fitness or training industry, you see that a lot. A lot of people do things for either money or do things for either trying to be famous. My thing is, I'm chasing a vision, and my vision is the same thing for me. What fitness did for me, fitness for me was a mental thing. It helped me out mentally when I was going through my issues and when I was going through my weight gains and weight losses and this and that, whatever. But like I say, it's all about just being a better you. So, putting you on Instagram and things like that, that don't have to happen. But I want you to come get with me though, because the thing is, I want you to see. I want you to.
Yeah, I can believe it gets results.
Yeah.
So where do you do your training?
At Inglewood Neighborhood Center.
Where's that?
It's on LaCosta. It's 6123 LaCosta Drive.
You know where Curry Ford is?
And Cimarron.
It's
a car wash, a McDonald's, and then a Wawa, and then right in between the Walgreens and the Wawa is LaCosta Drive.
I think I stopped at that. That coming back from the airport.
It's right next to Inglewood Elementary.
Okay.
Inglewood Elementary. So that's my new location, and shout out to Randolph and Alex and Shaq and Doel too. Doel, they set me up. No, he don't work no more. He's not there no more. But shout out to those 4 people: Doel, Shaq, Randolph, and Alex. It was a blessing, man, to be able to get in that new location, man, because it's bigger. They got some state-of-art equipment or whatever, and anybody want to come see me, man.
What do you do? Weekends or evenings or no?
Anytime,
I might have to take you up for one workout. See if I can.
The thing is, man,
and you can videotape me.
Right. What I do is, man, I do hour sessions. And the thing is, it's intense. It's quick movements and things like that. So the thing is, we can we can get it in Sunday, Saturday. It's only an hour. You
Yeah,
know,
for sure.
You're gonna bullshit an hour a day anyway.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
why not get better? You know what I mean? So
Takes me an hour to wake up every day.
see, that's what I'm saying. See, but the thing is, anytime you wanna get it in, man, just let me know, man. But it's just an hour, man. And Saturday, Sunday, Friday evening, in July, I'm shutting down the preschool. So in July, I'll be available all day.
Okay. Well, yeah, for me, like Monday through Friday, there's no way I could get there and do that.
So just let me know, man. Saturday morning, I'm always available, man. And like I say, man, me and my daughter's mother, we work it out to where. Even she, if she has to, my daughter will come with me. You see
I've seen her plenty. Yeah.
So.
That's funny. Juan, you got any other hot topics or ideas to discuss?
Nah, not really. I mean, I think we talked about the two things that we
set out to do.
Yeah. So.
World Cup starts tomorrow.
It does. Yeah.
Russia against Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, they call it the. Somebody told me today, the El Asico.
El Asico?
The two worst teams in the World Cup tomorrow.
I love that. That's
I'm Saudi Arabia.
I play FIFA, but I can't. As far as soccer goes,
he's a FIFA guy.
I play FIFA, but as far as soccer goes, man, I don't know if I can. I know I've been to Orlando City games, so
Yeah, I've been to a couple of them. I like soccer. I think it'll be cool to watch it. Especially that it's on during the day. It'll get you.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. John, any final thoughts here before you go on your strong first appearance?
Well, yeah, I appreciate it, man. Pedro Posse. I've always been down with y'all since '09, man. I've known Juan since I left Bethune-Cookman, and shout out Hell Wildcats, but basically, man, just all energy is contagious, man. And in the days and times that we're living in, man, you got a 4-letter word. It's called love. And love conquers all. And love will win. And versus hate. So just love, just be genuine to people and just love people, man. And I think you'll be all right. That's
it. Way to go. Thank everybody who checked out the show. Appreciate you watching. And we're signing off. We'll be back next Wednesday. Have a great weekend.